right now it's kind of the gold rush. I don't know what point we're at right now, but the internet gold rush is like going. So, you really have to be obsessed, whether you're doing a YouTube channel or if you're starting a business. Like, I see you, like, you're posting stuff. I legit thought that the social web was like your main thing. Cause like you're
Mhm.
always grinding that out, man. Like
Yeah.
it is nonstop, and like you're seeing success too. You were just posting some like major wins from like a week or two ago. I learned this in karate. Make fun of me because I did karate, but I learned that basically if you're ready to stop, you still have everything behind you. You still have that much left to go. Like
Right.
if you're ready to, and that translates to working out. Like if you think that you're out of juice, you still have that much left to go. Same thing with giving up. It's so cheesy, the never give up thing, but it is so
Mhm.
true because you need to be obsessed. You need to trust your vision, which is really hard because, you can get in your head. Other people can get in your head. You feel like a loser. Or you feel like you're doing something for no reason. I don't know. You're not seeing the results you want to see. You literally just have to keep going. And, like I've been making videos since I was a kid. And even though I wasn't like strategically posting things, there were parts of me that hoped like, yeah, this, I hope this goes viral, and it didn't, which meant that I had more work to do. And there's
Right.
still plenty of work to be done, but that idea is just, if you really want to be successful at anything, you cannot give up under any circumstances. Like the second you quit, I don't know if we talked about this before, we probably did, but the thing that separates you from the greats, not saying that the goal is to be great or anything, like everybody's got their different goals. Mine is, part of mine is to make enough money to be able to fly and visit family and friends and do things like that. But
Right.
yeah, the second you give up, that's the difference between you and the people who have gone up past the clouds. They never gave up
Yeah.
ever. It doesn't
Yep.
matter how talented you are or anything. um, I heard a quote today. It's like, it's not the strongest or the fastest that win or survive, it's the people who adapt. You got to constantly be just, you just can't give up. You just got to keep going and going. If you got to change directions, then you do that. It's all part of just the journey, man. um,
Hmm.
that's all it is. Everything you do is experience.
I'm not gonna lie. Like even to go off that, I remember. Well, before we even, started the podcast, I was thinking to myself, just a good thing to talk about, and it literally ties right into that in life is resistance makes you stronger, and being able to push. You have to push against that resistance. If you
Yeah.
get, you only lose when you give up. Like this isn't like an arm wrestle where it's like there's a clear winner and a loser, like a boxing fight. It's like in life, running a business. Like if you don't give up and you are adapting and you are getting better, you will see results no matter what.
Yeah.
Like last time we talked, I was not making the money, having the clients I do. Now I'm charging 4 or 5 times the prices that I was like. If you go back in that podcast, the
That's
only thing I was talking about was the success and like, oh my gosh, like we're onto something big, and like
yeah.
I'm already reaping success, and like obviously right now, if anyone's people probably aren't tuning in live, but like wherever me and you go, wherever heights we soar to, somebody's gonna go back here and they're gonna be like, holy crap, these guys like knew they were going where they were going beforehand, and that's because like we know what it takes, you know what I mean? And it's harder to say it now, but like it will be proven in time. Like actions speak louder than words. Like I can say all this stuff all day, but like when I get there, it's like somebody's gonna go back and be like, he wasn't bullshitting,
Yeah.
you know. And just like the resistance thing in the gym, same thing. Like the more weight you add on, you may fail reps. Like, and a lot of the times when you're in the gym, going till failure, as long as you're safe, is where you want to go because that's the point where your muscles can't hold anymore.
Yeah.
And just like we were talking about competition and everything changing out there, like that's resistance. Somebody trying to do the same thing as you and you're trying to be better than them. That's resistance because now you have to elevate yourself. Okay, great. This month you didn't make any money through your business. Well, now you have to work harder. You know what I mean? Like as soon as you get comfortable and you're handed something, it's like that progress stops.
Yeah.
You have to continue to push against resistance, and that's the hardest part. Like even any kind of growth, you like could do anything in life, man. Like where you find results and you find change is not in your comfort, in your circle. You're not going to change. You wake up, you watch the same TV show, you do the same thing. You're living with the same identity. You decide, fuck it, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to start doing this thing. It's uncomfortable, resistance, but what do you see? You get fruit, you get results from that. And
Yeah.
it speaks in every aspect of life. You can see that every aspect.
That,
So,
I think, there's a lot. I mean, one of the big things is motivation. I think that's like motivation is really like the gas. You can be inspired, which is a form of motivation. But like teachers, for example, you got to find a way to motivate the kids. You got to get them engaged. You got to get them just in there. And if you find ways to motivate yourself, and one of the ways I do that, which is like, I think this is something that's very like rooted in our biology, or whatever you want to say, like in our evolution, is the competition, because we're so smart that we compete with each other in just insane ways. I mean, I think, there are negative sides of competition, like jealousy and envy, or that's the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. There can be negative
Yeah.
sides, but there can also be positive sides. Like if you surround yourself with successful people, whether it's your friends looking at you while you're working out and it pushes you to go a little harder just to kind of like, stick it to them in a fun, competitive way. You're doing different kinds of content, you're bouncing ideas off of each other, or like with YouTube, one thing that really motivates me to make videos is when I watch something and I go, I could do that better.
Right.
And it kind of requires a little bit of arrogance. Maybe I'm just making excuses for my own cockiness. However, I think that competition it's such an important thing with people. It's like it's part of what makes our social interactions so complex and interesting, and also awful, because I'm sure competition is you get in your head, you get other people get in their heads, and all of a sudden there's beef over stupid stuff. But it's such a good tool to use if you want to motivate yourself. You look at all if you can sit there and the 5% of your brain that's going, these jerk offs, these guys, they don't know what they're doing. I could do it way better. I could show them up. Take advantage of that, because any little piece that can motivate you, that isn't going to like make you a horrible person. Take advantage of that. We're made to compete with each other. I really do think that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you make a great point where I know exactly what you're talking about. The ego or pride. I don't know even what you would call it, but like when you just think to yourself, I could do it better, and that's how like you actually have skills, because most people wouldn't even think that way. Like
Yeah.
I remember I went to this marketing agency, huge dude. I mean, I'm nowhere close. Like it is just I'm a one man band. I have a couple subcontractors that like do editing for me, and we could get into some numbers. Like I'm doing well. Like I'm figuring stuff out. It's building faster than I thought it would. It's going great. But there's a marketing agency that has like 500 to 1,000 employees, multiple locations. You can tell they make a shit ton of money, because in my industry the margins are super low. It just takes two monitors. It's service based. It's not like a restaurant. But the thing is I remember going in there for WebFXU Day, and I just called them out like whatever. I don't really care.
I actually got pretty far in their interview process, and then I got rejected.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So again, like they're always looking for talent. Like they're always looking for talent, which I'm telling you, that's a good sign that they're making a lot of money, as well as taking their entire company overseas for a vacation.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of money, and like they do SEO and stuff. But either way, I was in there, and I didn't ever like have the feeling of like I want to work for these guys. I was like, I could literally run this business. Like I could literally, and that's actually what I felt. And like I'm going back to WebFXU Day. I'm going back there March 15th.
Oh God.
And I have full dude. I told.
You're gonna bust in and be like,
Like, I'm telling you, I'm going to look like the op, bro, because I know so much about marketing now that like the questions I'm going to be asking them
Oh
are going
my
to be out of this
God.
world. Like I'm gonna be like, are you guys tapping into this software? Like I'm gonna say
Just-
so many things, and they're gonna know, bro.